What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today we're going to be doing another Walking Dead Season 8 video. This is going to be a post-trailer death predictions video for this season of The Walking Dead. So this season should be amazing. Now, of course, we do have a long time before October. At least it feels like it's going to be very long before October, but the trailer gives us more indication of who probably will die early on Season 8 at least. So this will be a death predictions for the all-out war story arc for the TV series. I'll talk about also who will probably die first and just everything like that. Because there are some deaths, I think, that are actually kind of hinted at in the actual trailer. So, and I counted at least 3 that are hinted at in the trailer. Those are Jerry, Shiva, and Eric. Those are all some of my death predictions for this season, because those are all scenes that I think will happen eventually in the show, the death of all 3 of those characters and one animal. But I think, okay, so to start off with Rick Grimes. Now, Rick Grimes, of course, a lot of people in the Walking Dead comic book series, when they were reading All Out War, they thought that they might actually kill Rick instead of Negan. Well, they both made it out. Now, I think Rick is way too interesting, and we know that he'll survive All Out War because we do see the part at the end of the Walking Dead Comic-Con trailer where we see him after the war. So, that kind of confirms it, which is kind of good because I, just to get confirmation. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go from, the left side of this poster to the right, and then we'll talk about some of the other characters that are not on this poster here. So, Carol, okay. So, Carol, I think, is an interesting one, because she is kind of back to her Season 5 Carol type of state, which I do enjoy. I didn't really enjoy her in Season 7, to be honest with you. I really like her in the trailer of this season, though. So, I don't think Carol will die, but I do think she could be a character death that they could give to, Carol maybe in a couple years, is what I'm saying. So a few more seasons for Carol is what I'm saying, because I don't think you can have Carol survive The Walking Dead. For some reason, I don't see it, but I think you can have her survive for a couple more seasons, is what I'm saying. Morgan, yes, I do think Morgan will be killed off this season. I think he'll probably be like our big, all-out war death, maybe near the end of All Out War, or even near the beginning of the season is possible. But I do think Morgan, he's become so crazy. I don't see him going past All Out War and being kind of in this calm state in the New Beginning. He would be too crazy for the New Beginning. So I feel like with that one, Morgan will probably be our big death for this season. Maybe some other characters here that I'll list off, but definitely Morgan, I think, is probably the most likely of this year's season, aside from some others. Okay, now Daryl Dixon, of course, awesome picture of him here with the new crossbow, really awesome. And he's got this new look this season where he's got this plaid shirt instead. I like the look. And anyway, so Daryl, no, I don't think so, because at first, a couple seasons back, I was like, okay, All Out War could be when Daryl dies, but I looked at it again, and I'm like, he's just, it's Daryl. How do you kill a character like Daryl? They risked it with Glenn. They really did. A lot of people turned off The Walking Dead after Glenn died. And the ratings did go down a little bit. So, that basically means that the ratings would go probably even worse, probably more down with Daryl than they would with Glenn. Because Daryl's a bigger character than Glenn, I do feel like. Just a little bit. Just by a little bit. And people really, a lot of people gave up on The Walking Dead after Glenn died. Well, how many people would stop watching The Walking Dead if Daryl died? If Daryl dies, we riot. So I don't see it happening. Especially not this season. He's still got a lot of story left, I feel like. Carl. Okay, Carl, I feel like with Carl, he's gonna be safe for seasons to come, and I do think he could outlive his father. So Carl is definitely going to survive. Enid, yeah, I think if Carl survives, she survives. That's the way I think it's gonna go, at least for now, until things kind of start changing and we get a few more seasons ahead. Rosita, I don't know. I think Rosita, yeah, she could be one. I feel like she is a possibility this season. I feel like Rosita could be another one of those, like Morgan, where she could be a real big all-out war death, and people are starting to hate on Rosita, so I could see them killing her off this season, to be honest. But maybe I'm wrong. But yes, I do think Rosita is possible this season. So I'm going to put her as a maybe and Morgan at a definitely, and then the others probably at a no for now. Okay. Then we got Tara. So Tara is another maybe to even more so to yes, I almost want to say. Because I could see her dying this season. You know, Tara, I feel like she's outlived her usefulness. She's a good character, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, she's been around for seasons now. She's kind of been one of those where she's been around for a long time, since season 4. You know, that's a good amount of time to survive. She survived logically longer than Abraham, and that is pretty awesome. So I don't know how much longer they could keep her around. Could they keep her for maybe another year or so, and then kill her off maybe as one of those big, deaths, you know, for a season finale or something? Like maybe have, you know, the part from The Walking Dead issue 144 with the heads. Could she be one of those? Maybe so in a couple years, you know, something like that. I think either that or this year. You know, because I don't know. I think either Tara or Rosita will die this season, or both, because we need to get some deaths on both sides, and I can see them killing off Tara this year. Michonne, no, definitely not. I'm just gonna say definitely not. Gabriel, of course, a lot of people are scared because, you know, of course, Negan captured him, but I don't think Negan's gonna kill him. Maybe he could, but I'm going to put Gabriel as a no for now, because I think he's still got a couple more years left, but maybe in, you know, season 9, 10, yeah, we could see it. Now, of course, Aaron, of course, will probably have a hard time this season, especially near the beginning. I won't spoil anything, but I don't think he'll die this season. Maggie, definitely not. Jesus, again, definitely not. Gregory, next season, like season 9, because, well, let's just say because of the comic, and I think they'll probably keep it to the comic with that one, because they're kind of, Gregory's story is exactly like the comic, almost. Shiva, well, that is one, we kind of almost see it in the trailer. You know, I do think Shiva will die this season. You know, the CG must be difficult, and I think, yeah, that one's definitely possible. Ezekiel, no, way too interesting, and he's kind of new as well, so I don't see him dying, you know, so soon. No, I don't think so. Jadis, I hope so. Yes, I know. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so, and I think she will, to be honest. I would like it to either be Michonne or Rick that does it, too. Or maybe if she gets eaten by the tiger. Oh, man. Like, before the tiger dies? Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay. So, yeah, dude, that would be so cool and so rewarding. Eugene, we don't even see him in the Comic-Con trailer, which is kind of weird, but do I think he'll die this season? Oh, because he's not in the Comic-Con trailer? No, I think they're doing something really interesting with Eugene. I'd be shocked if they killed him off right now. But they're kind of changing him from the comics, so maybe if they want to throw a twist, you know, and have a lot of characters that we care about this season die, if they want this to be like one of those where it's not, you know, because they want it to be realistic. They don't want it to be all of the Saviors die, no one from the communities, just, you know, red shirts. We gotta have something driving the story, and sometimes that has to be character deaths. And I do think that they could throw in one of those, like Morgan, where we don't expect it this season. I think we probably will. We'll probably get, at least out of the characters, and I'm not talking red shirts, at least this season, I want to at least see 3 being killed off that are unexpected deaths. And I don't want them to be somebody that will, you know, it'll mess up the show, like somebody like Daryl or Michonne or Maggie or Rick or Negan. You know, I want it to be someone that, you know, you can accept it, but it'll be sad. You know, like Sasha. Yeah, that's a good example. You know, so I think that's what I'm saying here. And I'm saying, I think for this season, Morgan, Rosita, Tara, you know, maybe, you know, Eugene, if they really want to push it, though. Because they're kind of changing him from the comics, so I don't know. But I still think he's less possible of getting killed off than Tara, Rosita, and Morgan. I'll say that, I guess. Okay, Simon. Simon's a great character, but I do think he'll die this season, probably around mid-season for him. Dwight, no. He is going to be around for seasons. And Negan, no. I know a lot of people that don't read the comics think he'll die, and that's kind of what you would expect if you don't read the comics, so that's going to be a great twist for the non-comic readers that he actually won't die this season, so that'll be kind of cool. Okay, so that's everybody here in this poster. Now, a couple other characters, you know, that I want to talk about. The Oceanside members, I'm going to say the majority probably will die. I don't know. They're just not that interesting to me. Okay, the Kingdom, just kind of the random Kingdomers. Yeah, sure, red shirts. There's a certain battle in the comics that I think will take out a lot of the Kingdom's, power. So, yeah, a couple Hilltop members, you know, why not? Alexandria, yeah, sure, red shirts, you know, that type of deal. Jerry, I want to talk about him. Yes, I think he'll die, probably early on this season. And then Eric, yes, I think he'll die as well. And, you know, there's some other characters that are around here that, you know, that are not actually in this poster here. But, you know, I think aside from that, it's basically red shirts, you know, and I see a lot of red shirts dying this season with a few, you know, main characters that I think will probably have to go this season because otherwise it won't feel realistic. And that's what I'm worried about, is that they don't kill off, you know, enough main characters. I think they at least need to have two characters killed off this season, maybe 3, you know, that really shocks us and that you don't expect. And I think Morgan would be a great one for that. So what I'm saying for this season, death prediction-wise, after the trailer, I'm going to go with Morgan, Shiva, Rosita, Tara, maybe Eugene, definitely Jadis I want to see, and maybe Gabriel if they really want to push it. And then, obviously, Simon, I think, and then other red shirts, Jerry. You know, I think that's what we're looking at for this season. So, Daryl, no. Michonne, no. Maggie, no. Jesus, no. You know, and some of the others as well. Yeah, I'm going to narrow it down to Morgan, Rosita, Tara, maybe Gabriel, you know, possibly Gregory, Jadis, Eugene, maybe, if they want to push it, again, like I'm saying, because they're kind of changing them a little bit. You know, Simon, Jerry, Shiva, yeah, you know, and then others, maybe a few red shirts. That's what I'm saying, because you got to have it realistic, right? You know, you got to have casualties on both sides, and I think that would probably be exactly what I want to see. So, anyway, guys, make sure to write all your death predictions for this season after you see the trailer, because this is the point of this. I already made the death predictions, but now this is after the trailer is released. So, who do you think? Is there somebody you think will be killed off this season that you know, that I don't think will die? Because, you know, make points in the comments below. I want to see them. So, all right, guys. I will see you guys probably tomorrow for another video because I don't know, because I'm kind of busy tomorrow. I got a couple things to do tomorrow. So, either tomorrow or the next day. I'll see you guys then. Peace.